Shalom.
Hey, Shalom.
Bear with us one moment while we check the feed.
Come on.
Damn, my wife got on social. All the precepts is good.
YCR is good too.
Yeah.
All right, we in there. All right, beautiful. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, GMS Charlotte. Back at you with another live camp. All right. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Before we get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Hashem Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom.
Hey, man, so, hey, watch harder, man, right? Me and brother was rapping earlier today, right? Me and the brother Itazawam, okay, because we're in the highlight of, you know, the beginnings of war, all right? The beginning of war, the rumors of war, all right? Things are actually happening over in Ukraine. Bombs are dropping. But the point is that the Karagma has to get mandated first before everything completely takes off.
That's right.
Right? So we want to get into that because the focus is really what? The economy.
God.
Right? This economy is about to crash out, man. Right? When you read between the lines through the spirit, man. So we're going to continue to push. That's why we say we're going to watch harder, man. Right? We see these worldwide events taking place, so we're going to really keep a close eye on things, man.
God.
You know?
Yeah, that's the job that the Most High had told us to go out and do and be watchmen for the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Okay? And when we watch through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, aligning the prophecies with what's happening in real time.
God.
So I'm going to start with this precept. This is Mark 13:7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled. Okay? So, you know, as the elder has said, you know, we see all these things going on, you know, but I understand that, you know, this isn't it. You know, it's a gradualism that has to take place and that has to be brought upon the entire world for full-fledged World War III. And ultimately, that prophecy has to be second to the Karagma. Okay, the Karagma must be first introduced.
Right, it has to be mandated.
Right. Goes on to say, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. All right, so, you know, seeing the times that we're in, hey, it's an exciting time.
Yep.
You know, brothers are very excited that the scope of war, that spirit of war is on these different nations, but we have to understand that the time is not yet, the end is not yet.
Yeah.
Okay?
These are the beginning of sorrows, right? Can I, you have any more?
Yes, a little bit more.
Go ahead,
Verse 8, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles.
Yep.
These are the beginnings of sorrow.
There you go.
All right? So, hey, like the elder said, this is the beginning, man. This is the beginning stage of what's to come in the future.
Got it.
Hey, if you have any understanding, you know at this point it's no going back.
There's no
It's no going
we
back.
at the point of no return.
You have people that try to naysay and debate whether or not World War III is going to happen, try to shoot it off and say that's not going to happen anytime soon, it's not going to happen in my lifetime.
Right.
Hey, at this point, if you don't want to hear from the prophets, you got these different media outlets that are telling you, look, World War III is here.
Shit.
This is it, man.
Done.
Because the stage is being set right now. This is the beginning of sorrows. All right?
Can you give me Jeremiah 51? Give me Jeremiah 51 verses 45 and 46 real quick, and I'm going to bring out this article just to add on to the point, man.
Okay.
Right? Because like the brother said, this is all the beginning of sorrows. You Jakes out there, man, that's seeing all of this going on, you better get with the program, man. Right? Go ahead, Op.
This is Jeremiah 51 and 45. My people, go ye out of the midst of her.
Right. Meaning repent. Right? Come out of the ways of Babylon, man. Detach your mindset, all right, out of the ways of America, man. Right? Cling on to the truth. Cling on to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, which is what? Your true covering. Right? Read on.
And deliver ye every man his soul from the fierce anger of the Lord Yahweh.
Right. So as the brother brought out the scripture in Mark, right? These are the beginning of sorrows, man. Right? The fierce anger of the Lord has been sanctioned, right, to come down upon this place, Babylon, all right, which is America according to the scriptures, man. Right? So it's time that you get right, man. Right? We're approaching the time of the Pesach, right? The Passover, right? We're telling brothers to what? To trim off that fat, man. To get yourself in order, man. All right? And stand in fear before the Lord, man. Because we want to be covered, bottom line, man.
God.
We understand that these events that are taking place are leading to what? Salvation, man. That's the only thing that's on our mind is to be saved, man. All right? To be covered from the calamities that the Lord is going to issue out on the earth.
God.
Right?
Verse 46. Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land,
yep.
A rumor shall both come 1 year.
Yeah, we hearing all types of rumors, but things are actually happening. Hey, brothers got the footage of what's going on over there, man. Bodies laid out, people blown to pieces, right? Destruction. I think the brother said that they dropped bombs on the international airport out there.
They did.
You know, there's videos circulating on social media of people dead, man.
God.
Right? This thing is popping right now, man. Right?
If I'm not mistaken.
Come.
When I had woke up this morning, they said that the death toll over in Ukraine was around like 200 people, you know, and now they're comparing what's happening in Ukraine to Europe's 9/11, you know. So the energy is what, you know, destruction, war.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Continuing on.
Read it from the top again.
God. Jeremiah 51:46. Unless your heart faint, and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that, in another year shall come a rumor.
Yep.
And violence in the land.
And violence in the land, right? So you're hearing the rumors, you're seeing things happening, right? You're seeing the violence taking place, right? I want to bring out this article, right? I just had it. I just deleted it. Let me pull it up, man.
God.
Right, speak for me real quick. I'm gonna pull it back up.
God, yeah, because you know the rumors that we've seen that's come out, you know, just even within the past 24, 48 hours, you know, it's amounting upon, you know, whether it be sanctions, you know, discourse amongst nations. You know, nations are drawing the line whether they have favoritism with what Russia's doing, whether they're aligning themselves with Russia. You know, the rulers are being stacked against one another, okay?
Right.
The conglomerates and the confederacy that these different nations are starting to establish with one another, that line is starting to be drawn.
Right.
Okay? You know, whether it be NATO, whether it be the EU, you know, whether it be these different foreign countries that are in the midst, Taiwan, China, Japan, you know, you're
right.
hearing all these different rumors, and it's really the energy, you know, between all these different countries that are starting to stack up against one another.
I got it right here, right? So this came out today. This came out today on Forbes, right? And it says the title of it here, right? It says a national. We got to call it Vanessa, right? A national Vanessa pass has rolled out unnoticed across America, even in some red states. So all roads lead to what? To the CHIP, to the Karagma, man, right? Reading on, it says, while the U.S. government hasn't mandated a federal digital Vanessa card, right? There's a national standard that's gaining ground across the country. So they're getting ready to do something, man, right? They're getting ready to push this thing, man. It says, right? It says, and it must be stopped dead in its tracks. It says the digital Vanessa cards are a Trojan horse that will drag humanity to a life of digital enslavement, man. Right? And that's what's going to happen when this Karagma is issued. You good? You can walk by. You know, that's what's going to happen. Right? This man plans on enslaving all of humanity through this digital device. Let's read on. Right? It says, let me jump down. This is a point that I want to make. Bear with me real quick. Right? Because they call this thing, they call it a smart health card, man. And this thing is basically, it's gaining ground all across the states. Right? It says, reading on, it says, the idea of being able to have trustworthy copies of your own health records is not a red or blue state issue, echoes Anderson. Quote, it is an individual empowerment of your own health data. What we're going to see over the next month is a growing number of red states recognizing and appreciating the importance of empowering their individual citizens in their states, because what they're saying is that these, what they call it, those cards that they were issuing out for those who got juiced in.
The Vanessa cards.
The Vanessa cards, right? They're saying that the paper is not going to cut it anymore.
It's not.
And we've been saying that through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shai, that, you know, they allowed these cards to go out. People were forging them and frauding them, right? So they were to come up with a way to put a digital certification in you where nothing could be scammed or forged, man, which is going to be the way of the Charagma, right? So it's all here. Let me read a little bit more, right? It said, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say also because, you know, like within different states, like these blue states, you know, you can see that clear as day. Like they're going hard to try and sniff out the people that are trying to forge these different various Vanessa cards and things like that. Like if I'm not mistaken, there was an incident where somebody had tried to go out to get some food or something like that, and they had a forged Vanessa card, and they gave them jail time.
Yep.
You know, just off of the strength of that. So now, as we see how society is set up, what do they love to do? Data mine. You know, they control the masses through cultivating data and having access to all these different means. So it's evident that the Charagma will be a nice way to shift in for them to attack that, you know?
Yep.
To solve that quote-unquote problem of controlling people that don't want to get the Vanessa, you know? And those that try to finesse the system, all right?
Yep. It's all leading to this. I'm going to read a little bit more and finish it out.
I got precept after you.
All right, and then we'll get the scripts, all right? So it says, nothing is empowering about showing your private data or medical information to anyone for the participation in society. It says digital health cards will utilize this information for unprecedented level of government and corporate invasion of our privacy and constitutional rights. That's all it is, right? Remember, this man has set himself up as God, man, right? He wants to be omnipotent, all-knowing, right? And through this device is how he's going to do it. It says any state that agrees to the smart health card is a sellout to its people, right? And many individuals are going to sell out, right? It says, especially for red states that claim to stand for individual rights, it says it is a digital slavery. It is a digital slavery and traps us into the globalist biomedical security state, man. So it's here, man. Right? All roads lead to Charagma, man. What you got,
I got Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21.
Done.
It says, the words of his mouth were smoother than butter,
Yep.
but war was in his heart.
Mm-hmm.
His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords.
Speak on it, brother.
All right, so we see what's going on right now, you know, with that stage being set of trying to catch people with that Trojan horse, you know, with these Vanessa cards, these physical Vanessa cards, and set it up to where they allow people to go ahead and forge. So now they have a reason for them to go ahead and enact these different policies to try and mitigate forgery, to try and mitigate people trying to live out, you know, their lives without doing it their way.
This is the solution.
Done.
Right? We've been saying that they're going to present this thing as a solution for society, right? And it's here, right? Let me get a quick precept, right? Whole Revelation 13 on deck, all right? This is Psalm, okay? Let's go to Psalm 140 real quick, right? Psalms 140 and verse 7, right? Psalms 140 verse 7, it says, O God, the Lord, O power, Yahweh Shem Shai, the Lord, the strength of my salvation. Thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. And that day of battle approaches us, man. Right? When they fully implement this thing and mandate this this device, this device that goes under the skin. Right? It says, verse 8, and the Lord's going to cover us. Right? He's going to cover the elect. Right? Verse 8, Psalms 140 and 8, it says, grant not, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, the desires of the wicked. And these are all the desires of the wicked, man. Right? Because remember, hey, they need this war, right? They want to eliminate, they want to reduce the world's population, right? They want to bring in this this one world order, right? Everything is on deck, right? Grant not, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the desires of the wicked. Further not his wicked device. What is his wicked device? The New World Order, man. Right? A one world ruled under Satan, man.
God.
Right? It says, lest they exalt themselves, Salah, verse 9. As for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Let burning coals fall upon them, right? Which is going to be what? That nuclear destruction, which we are in the beginning stages of it,
God.
right? We was talking about the sanctions, right? You had any information on that?
I do.
Right? We're going to bring that out too, right? Because all of these are all acts of war, man, right? It says, let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again, all right? Because, hey, we're coming into the closure of what? Of the rule of the Edomite over the planet Earth, man, right? He's never going to rise up again, right? It tells you in Isaiah 14 that he's not going to be able to fill the world with cities, right? It says, verse 11, let an evil speaker be, let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. Evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him, right? And we're in that time, clearly. That's why, what are we going to do according to prophecy? We're going to watch harder, man, right? We're going to keep, we watch it close now, man, right? Because, hey, didn't Yahweh Shah say what? I come as a thief in the night, man.
That's right.
Right? The Lord is getting ready to come unawares, man. Hey, this year could be the year, man. Right? We damn near in spring right now, right?
The scriptures say that your salvation is nearer than we believe.
Come on, man. Salvation is nearer than we believe, man. Look what's happening. Right? You got that?
You want me to mention those sanctions?
Yeah, give me that real quick.
Best man.
Now, I didn't know precept.
There's a list of global sanctions that were placed on Russia for invading Ukraine. You can look up the list of sanctions because it's an innumerable amount of different countries that place sanctions. But just to name a few,
Right.
The EU, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, Taiwan, the U.S., the UK, pretty much placing sanctions on them, you know, regarding their, let me see right quick,
Yeah.
Slovakia.
No, you good.
Sanctions that aim to hit Russia's financial, energy, and transport sectors and include export controls and trade financing bans.
Right.
Okay, so, you know, affecting their stocks, affecting how they trade on a global scale.
Yeah.
Because also now, what Ukraine is pushing for is they want to get Russia removed from the SWIFT program.
Right.
All right. Now, when you look into the SWIFT program, bear with me one moment.
Yeah, because what's happening right now is going to affect this economy, man. All right, they're talking about gas, $7, $8, right? Groceries going to be high as hell, right? And what's the latest thing they're talking about? Cyber attacks, man.
God.
Right? Shutting down the banks, shutting down the airports and the grocery stores, man. So this is definitely a time of trouble, man. Right?
God. Now, when mentioning SWIFT, SWIFT is the high security network that facilitates payments among 11,000 financial institutions in 200 countries. Okay, so they're trying to X out, you know, Russia and these different businesses that come out of Russia from being able to, you know, make money in different sectors of the world, man.
Yeah.
You know, but ultimately, Russia has a backup plan for that. You know, they have a system called MIR, M-I-R, which is pretty much a system that would operate in the same fashion as SWIFT. Okay? So, regardless of what, you know, these different sanctions try to get that try to be propped up against Russia, they don't give a damn. They really could care less at this point.
Right.
Because the time of negotiating is over.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, the time of negotiating is gone past. All these different negotiations have fell on deaf ears when it came to Russia, man.
Yep.
You know? And now you have these different countries, they feel some type of way, but in reality this was their doing. You know?
God.
Who were they to try to come up into Ukraine knowing that Russia is right there and they didn't think that they was gonna have to experience any backlash?
Right, that's right.
You know?
Right. Get that Isaiah 13 and was it 17?
God.
Right? That they should not regard gold or silver. Then I got another one following behind you. Right? And we here, man. The time is now. You know?
This is Isaiah 13 and 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
Yeah, the Medes, the Russians. Right? Go ahead.
Which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Right, right. So like the brother was saying, there's no diplomacy, man. Right? The Russia is not going to bid. Russia is not going to bend to the will of America, man. All right? A war has been officially declared.
Con.
You know? Any more? Is that it? That was it, right?
That's it.
Con. Let me get this real quick. It's Matthew 16, right? Just going into the signs, right? Matthew 16, verse 1, and it reads, it says, the Pharisees also came, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting, desiring him that he would show them a sign from heaven. Verse 2, Matthew 16 and 2. He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. Verse 3. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O you hypocrites, you can discern the face of the sky, but you cannot discern the signs of the times, right? And that's what we telling Jake, man, right? Jake got discernment in all this worldly shit, right? Things that don't even matter, but you can't even discern the signs of the times that you're living in, man. You can't see that this is it, right? That the Lord is about to do something dramatic on the earth, right? That great death, sorrows, famine, as the scriptures tell you in 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, all these things are upon us, right? But you cannot discern the signs of the times. Verse 4 says, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. And there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas, right? Which ultimately, what is us? All right, the men of the Lord, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We are the sign, right? The fact that we're out here giving you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, blowing the alarm, man. God. Right? Like it tells you in Joel the 2nd chapter, man. Right? You know, that alarm is going off, man, giving you the warning. It's time for you to repent and get right with the Lord. Right? Or be destroyed. Right? You have something out?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, come.
This is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord Yahweh hath not done it? Okay? So, you know, as the brother has said, we're that trumpet that's blowing, man.
Yep.
You know, giving our people warning, letting them know what's to come.
Yep.
You know? Because ultimately, whether our people here or they forbear, they are advised about what's going on right now.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And it says that the Lord was the one that was doing, what did it say? It says, shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahweh have not done it? So, hey, we're giving you warning that the Lord is about to bring a sword, man.
Yep.
And how can you escape that power?
Yep.
You can't escape it.
Yep.
Because once that mark is on you, it's inescapable.
Yep.
So that's why we're advising our people to repent and turn back, so that you can have a covering, you know, so that this way, when the time comes of tribulation, you could be covered.
Yeah. That's
because
it.
it's gonna be serious times.
Yeah. Yeah, the distress of nations, as the scriptures say, the perplexity of the people, that's all Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Everything that you've been seeing that's been going over the past few days, that's all the Lord, man.
Yep.
Right? Just Joel 2 and 1. It says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion. Right? That's what the prophets are doing. We're blowing the trumpet to give our people the warning. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. Right? Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai cometh, for it is nigh at hand. The day of the Lord is at hand, right? And you got people on these different platforms and social media talking about the war and everything that's going on with Russia and Ukraine, and people are scared.
Because you know? they don't have no wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of what's to come.
Yeah.
They don't know what's next.
Right.
You know? But us that have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahushai,
right.
What does it do? It gives us foresight to see what's to come in the future, man.
Right.
So we're not shook.
Right.
You know, it keeps us stable.
Right.
Knowing, okay, We see that this is going on. We see rumors of war is happening right now.
Right.
Okay, we know what's next.
Right.
We know that this is just an entry stage, a prelude
Yep.
to more rumors.
Yep.
And the more rumors is going to cultivate an actual real war.
Yep.
All right?
Yep. Would you have something?
Yeah, I have something right
Okay,
quick.
Con, we're going to hit that Revelation 13.
Con.
Maybe like Revelation 20, some scriptures out of there.
Con. This is Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower.
Yep.
And will watch to see what he will say unto me.
Yeah, we watching harder, man. Right? We on the watchtower. Go ahead.
And what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Yep. So through all the hell and affliction that we have to go through, we still gonna remain on our watch. You see? And nothing's gonna take us off our pivot, man.
God.
Right? Go ahead.
Verse 2. And the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
Yeah, so that individual may be able to get the understanding and go tell somebody else.
That's right.
Right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie.
Woo, and you seeing that. People seeing that. That's why people are scared. Right? Hey, Russia want all the smoke, man.
God.
Right? He said, fuck Russia. Right, but when the missiles come down, right, it's gonna be all she wrote.
God.
All that tough talk gonna be out the window, man.
God.
Right? Russia about to blow some shit up, man.
God.
Right? According to prophecy. Read that again, up.
Verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
Yep.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
And man, none of these prophecies are lying, man. Right? Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Yeah. Though it tarry, wait for it. And what we were discussing earlier, what? The Charagma. Right? It's already mainstream. They already presented it to the public. Right? The digital certification. We got to find another way. You know, the whole Bitcoin and all of that. Right? Which they're going to crash the Bitcoin out. Which that has been not doing so well anyway. Right? And it's all going to lead to the device, man. So though it tarry, wait for it, it should surely come. Because once it come, then guess what? The missiles is coming right after. Right? That's why the apostle saying, hey, don't get too excited. Right? That chip got to come, man. All right?
The brother Sagala always makes mention of the word gradualism. And I think that's a super important, thing to take into account, is that everything has a gradual buildup, man.
Yeah.
You know, when you look at, previous wars, it's not instantaneous. There has to be a buildup that leads to the grand scale war.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And as we see right now, the Charagma is being set up to be introduced through also this.
Yeah.
Through the financial systems being, disrupted.
Yep.
Cyber attacks.
Exactly.
You see different things going on in the financial institutions. The stocks plummeting.
Yep.
All these different investors are unsure of whether or not they want to place their funds into these different companies because of what's going on. I don't know if that's that uncertainty is what's going to culminate and crash the market.
Yeah, because that devil, what's that devil name? That's the head of the World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, right? He always boasted in the fact that, look, an economic crash or something happening with the economy is going to initiate the Great Reset, right? They've been talking about that for years, and we're at that point right now, man. And what's so heavy too, right? The whole mask mandates, man, right? They're lifting up the restrictions, the mask mandates, what? To lull you people back to sleep. Because hey, these devils know that's what the people want, right? The only thing that's on these people's mind is what? To have a sense of normalcy, man. I want my life back. I want things to be how they used to be. I want to be able to go out, I want to travel and all that madness, man, right? To keep you distracted from what's going on, because everything is leading to what? This Charagma being mandated. We're going to keep getting on that, man. Right? What you had, Doc?
If I may just get this
you got it, brother.
scripture.
You got it.
We was talking about the financial centers collapsing, right?
Con.
This is Zephaniah 1:10.
Beautiful.
And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate.
Yep.
And an howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills.
Yeah, great crashing. All right. This economy is about to belly over, man. Right? Your Bitcoin, all your stocks, your investments, right? Your 401k, your portfolio,
Gone.
right? your bag, right? Because hey, I remember Ron Paul, he was breaking it down when they crashed this thing. He called it it was a term he called economic martial law. That's what he said. That's what's going to happen when they crash this thing. Economic martial law, meaning they coming for all your assets, man. Right? All your stocks, all your bonds, all your Bitcoin, right? All the money you got in your savings account, your offshore, whatever it is, man. They coming for all of that, man. Right? Because hey, they said hey, they want to reduce the people to nothing. What did they say? Hey, when people have nothing, you're gonna be happy. You know?
You're gonna have nothing and you will be happy.
Yeah, you're gonna have nothing and you're gonna be happy.
And we see the shit that people invest in now. Like
right.
I mean, you know, the recent fad has been like NFTs and things of that nature.
Right.
You know, and the shit, it has no tangible value. You know, it's not a tangible asset, man. You know, so these people that are caught up in, you know, these Bitcoins and things of that nature, when that shit belly, it flop.
Yeah.
It's nothing back. It has no real value other than what's attributed to it on the market.
Yeah.
Okay, and when this market fully crashes, everything that you own is gonna crash with it.
That's right. That's right.
Continuing on, verse 11. How ye inhabitants of Maktesh?
Yeah, Maktesh represents the place of business, man. Right? The people who handle the money. Stock market investors. Right? Go ahead.
For all the merchant people are cut down.
Yep.
All they that bear silver are cut off.
All they that bear silver are cut off, man. The silver is likened unto the money. Right? So all these people that are handling major money globally and all of that, it's all gonna crash out, man. That's the significance behind the cyber attack, man. They need to crash the world's economy. Remember a couple months ago, I think it was like 10 nations, right? They all got together and participated in a like almost I want to say like a mock drill, right? On basically what would happen if they crashed the economies around the world, right? So they've been preparing for this thing, man. Right? Any more?
No, that's it.
Go to Revelation 13.
This is Revelation 13 and 1. And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea.
Yeah, the beast, right? The beast represented what? NATO, all right? The EU, America, right? The empire of Esau, man, right? And brothers brought this out a time ago about NATO, the definition of NATO going back to reborn or rebirth, right? Showing you that this is the Roman Empire 2.0, right? Which is heavy. It's everything spiritual, man. Right? That's not by coincidence, man. Right? But that's the beast. That's the global Edomite hegemony that's dominated the planet Earth, man. That's about to fall. Right? Read on.
Continuing on. Having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns.
Yep.
And upon his heads the name of blasphemy. Verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Right, the leopard represented the Greeks. Right? Going back to Alexander the Greek. Go ahead.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Yep.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Read that again. Read it from the top again, Salakia.
Verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Right. And this is the point, right? That the feet was as the feet of the bear, all right? And we know that the bear represents Russia. And it said it was at the feet. And the feet represent what? The end of the body. Right? So we're in a time of the Medes, the bear, Gog and Magog, right? They're gonna take down this beast. Right? Read that for me one more time. No, you good. Come on through. Cool.
Verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard.
Right.
And his feet were as the feet of a bear.
Yeah, and his feet was like unto a feet of a bear. That's the Russians, man. Right? You got it.
And his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Gone. And his mouth is of a lion, going back to England. Right? But matter of fact, I gotta take this call real quick. Go to Ezekiel 38. Got it. I'm gonna call this real quick. Give me 1 second.
Got it.
I don't know why you keep calling on this unknown call. I got you, brother. Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. Hey, bear with us 1 second. Salakia. Salakia. Call me on the block number, so I couldn't call him back. But anyway, hold Ezekiel 38. Let me get this real quick. Salakia. Right? Get this real quick, because we was talking about the bear being the end of the body, taking down this system. Let me get this real quick. Salakia. Right? This is let's go to Revelation 20. Read this for me, Ak. Okay. Let's go to Revelation 20, and let's read verses 1 through 3, and then we're gonna jump to 7 and 8. And then we go to Ezekiel 38.
God, this is Revelation chapter 20, verse 1.
God.
And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit.
And that angel is Yahweh Shai, and the key of the bottomless pit represents Europe. God. Right? Because Europe lacks the natural resources. It's a barren land. Go ahead.
And a great chain in his hand.
Which represents slavery. Go ahead.
God. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent.
Yep.
Which is the devil and Satan.
The pagan Roman Empire. Go ahead.
And bound him 1,000 years.
And that's why you have what? From that period of time, you have the Dark Ages where Jake was ruling. Right? So this devil was bound for 1,000 years. Right? Which is known as what? The Dark Ages. Read on.
And cast him into the bottomless pit. And shut him up. And set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more.
Yep.
Till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled. And after that, he must be loosened. He must be loosed a little season.
Right, so we that's the time we're living in now. Right? This devil has been loose for that little season, but his little season is coming to an end. Right? Now jump up to 7 and 8.
Got it. Going to verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Right?
And shall go out to deceive the nations.
Right, so he was loosed out of his prison going into what? The Renaissance period, man. Right? When basically when Esau was set up to rule in that period of time in the earth, man. He was put back in power. Right? Go ahead. Read verse 8 again. Or 7 again, Slakia.
And when the 1,000 years are expired, those 1,000 years referring to the Dark Ages, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison.
Yep, he was loosed out of his prison. And what has he been doing since? Raining terror on the earth. Right? Matter of fact, let me add on to that real quick before
that nigga dropping a triple-double. As far as Esau's wickedness, man, he has been doing his job well.
Yep.
When he said, when the scriptures speak about Esau being the seed of wickedness, he's played it so well to where it's clear as day who it is.
Yeah.
You gotta be slow to question who it is, man.
Yeah. From the Renaissance period of time of iconoclasm, when he whitewashed all the images of the prophets, all right, of the Lord, you know, made himself as God in the earth, you know. Through the Roman Catholic Church, he pushed that whole religious false doctrine throughout the earth, you know. Right, let me get this real quick. Revelation 6 and 4, it says, and there went out another horse that was red, right? He saw that red horse, okay? And went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him, right? Satan was loose for a little season, right? And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. It says to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, man, which that great sword goes through the ways of his technology, his armies, right? So let's go back.
Jumping back to Revelations 20 and 8, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
And he's did that. He's deceived the world. Right? Hey, Job 9 and 24. What? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Right? Read on.
Gog and Magog, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle.
Yep, to gather them together to battle. Gog and Magog, man, the Russians. Right? This is we're seeing this final prophecy play out in the earth right now, man. Showing you that what? The scriptures is real, man. All right? This book, right? The embodiment, the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is faithful and true, man. Right? Read on.
If I may add to that point you just made.
Come.
This is Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
Yep.
And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
That's right.
All right, because, you know, the proper interpretation of these scriptures you know, ultimately it's being fulfilled, man.
That's right.
You know, you got a lot of people that have these wayward philosophies and perceptions of how the Bible is, you know, but when you actually get the true understanding through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, it becomes evident that this book is real.
Yeah.
It's a real living book.
Yes.
It's a prophetic book that's actually occurring in our lives.
Yeah, yeah. Go to Isaiah 34 real quick. Where you at? Go to Isaiah 34. Go to verse 16. Which proves what the brother is saying.
This is Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read.
And read, right? Don't it tell you in Revelation, the 1st chapter? Blessed is he that readeth. Right?
No one of these shall fail, none shall want her mate.
Hold on. It said no one of these shall fail, man. Showing you that, hey, like the brother said, this is a living book, right? This is the spirit of Yahweh Shai contained in these words in this book, man. So read that again.
From the top, seek ye out of the book of the Lord Yahweh and read.
That's right.
No one of these shall fail.
No one of these shall fail. None of these prophecies shall fail. Look what's happening, man. Right? How can you see this and still scoff at the scriptures, man? That's why I said, hey, you just got to be a straight up demon, man. Right? You good? Go ahead. You good? You good? No problem. You know, how can you scoff at prophecy, man? Right? The Bible is true. Read on.
None shall want her mate.
None shall want her mate, man. Meaning, no other document, no other book can be compared to the Holy Scriptures, man. Where's the Quran telling you about what's happening in the earth right now, man? Where's the Book of the Dead? Where's black consciousness guiding you on what's going on in these last days, man? Right? What is the Christian church telling you, man? You know? That's another thing, man. Christianity is all the way dead. Right? Christianity has been slumped over, man. By the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man.
That's right.
Right? That's what you call breaking down strongholds, man. Right? And that's the Lord, man. Right? Christianity can't do nothing against the truth, man. Right? Actually, Christianity is being slaughtered, man. We got to put it like that, man. Right? We the ones that got the answers through the Holy Spirit, man.
That's right.
Right? Read on, now.
None shall want her mate.
None shall want her mate. Right? Go ahead.
For my mouth it have commanded.
Yep.
And his spirit, it hath gathered them.
Yep, and that's all the doing of Yahweh Shai, man. The spirit of Yahweh Shai. He has gathered the elect, right? This is why you see in these last days, you know, more people coming into the faith, man. Right, new believers being converted. That's the power of prophecy, man. Right. So you go back to that Revelation. What was we at? 20. Yeah, read verse 8 again. Read 8 down to 15, and we go to Ezekiel 38. Because we were talking about the bear, which represents Russia, right? Which is what the end of the body, which is going to take down this beast, right?
This is Revelation chapter 8 of Salakia. Revelation chapter 20, verse 8. It shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth.
That's right.
Gog and Magog.
Yep, Gog and Magog, the Russians, go ahead.
To gather them together to battle.
To gather them together to battle, which is what? World War III. The war of all wars, man. The prophet Isaiah said in Isaiah chapter 9, verses 9 and 5, that what? That this war would be with burning fuel and fire, man. Right? So the ancient prophets, our forefathers, right? They saw the visions of the future, man. They saw what's living out in this very day, man. Right? Read on.
The number of whom is as the sand of the sea. Verse 9. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about and the beloved city.
Right, because Esau, he's going to try to come down upon the saints. That's pursuing Revelation, the 12th chapter, man. That the devil was going to come down with great wrath because he knows that he have but a short time. Right? And part of that short time is that they need to initiate this great reset. They need to mandate this this charagma, man. That prophecy has to be fulfilled, you know?
And they know, they have a short time just by how they've tried to induct, the New World Order.
Yep.
It's been so sloppy. It's been done so trivial because they're Russian. They're exposing themselves, but at the same time they're like, fuck it, we just gotta do it.
Operation Warp Speed, right?
Con.
You know, they gotta hurry up. Hey, Psalms 37 tells you that the Lord shall laugh at him because he seeth that his day is coming. Right? Read on.
Continuing on in verse 9, and fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them.
Right, which is going to be the way of what? Those thermonuclear missiles, right? And also when the chariots appear, right? What the world ignorantly calls UFOs, which the government fears, right? You know, they already expressed it on multiple occasions that these vehicles possess technology that's out of this world.
That's right.
So this devil is getting ready to get destroyed, man.
Done.
Right?
Verse 10, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone.
Yep.
Where the beast and the false prophet are.
Where the beast, all right, where the beast and the false prophet are. The beast, NATO, America, the EU, this global structure of Esau, the false prophet, the Roman Catholic Church, right? Where all false doctrine and religion is pushed. All that's going to get cast down in the lake of fire, man.
God.
Right? Go ahead.
And shall be tormented day and night forever and ever.
There you go. Read on.
Verse 11. And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it, from whose face the earth and the heavens fled away.
Yep.
And there was found no place for them.
Right. So that's what? That new heaven and earth.
God.
See, this war, this final war's war is needed, which is going to usher in that new heaven and new earth, man. Right? Because the scriptures tell you when the missiles hit, that every mountain, all right, and island shall be moved out of its place. The nuclear destruction is going to reconstruct the planet Earth.
That's right.
It's literally going to be a new heaven and a new earth, man.
God. He said that the scriptures say that the earth is going to rock to and fro like a drunkard.
Come on, man.
Like, can you imagine the magnitude of destruction that's going to occur to where not one place in the earth is going to experience an earthquake,
right,
but the entire world is going to shake.
Yep.
Straight up. Some crazy shit.
Right. Straight up.
You know? So, hey, that's why the scriptures also say, woe to you that, let's say, woe to you that desire the day of the Lord. Because these Christian churches, they've created this fantasy that the day of the Lord is going to be sweet.
Yeah.
It's not going to be peaceful.
Niggas in
there. Shai said he's coming to bring a sword, man.
Niggas in there crying and dancing.
Yeah.
You really don't know what you're asking for. That's the whole point of that Amos, the 5th chapter, man. I think it's Amos, get that real quick.
God.
Hold where you at and then get that, go back to it. I think it's Amos 5 and 18, man. Right? Because, hey, to this very day in 2022, right, our people, all right, you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics, you actually think that a white man gonna come out the sky.
God.
Right? That rose petal's gonna start falling down. You know? Like, people believe that, man, because they don't read the scriptures, man. And what's the excuse? Well, I got God in my heart. The scriptures tell you not to lean upon your own understanding.
God.
Right? So a lot of our people, they're gonna get destroyed for thinking like that, man. Give me that, Doc.
This is Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh.
Hey, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, man. You in for a nightmare, man. Right? Go ahead.
To what end is it for you?
Yeah, to what end is it for you? Right? You don't even know the Lord. You don't know his name. You don't even know you're an Israelite. Right? You don't care about nothing. You don't want to keep the dietary law. Right? So what profit is it unto you, man?
God.
Right?
You setting yourself up for destruction. Unbeknownst.
God.
Continuing on. The day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness.
Yep.
And not light.
The day of the Lord is darkness, not light, man. That's contrary to what they teach you in the church, man. Right? Oh, glory. Right? It's going to be straight terror, man.
God.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. And as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him.
Yep.
Or went.
And the scriptures say, it just hit my mind, I believe it's Matthew 24, that where it talks about that everybody is going to basically, they're going to be wailing, man.
God, national TV.
You know, they're going to be crying away. Tell you that in Revelation 2. That every eye shall see him, and all the nations are going to wail because of him. People are going to be in terror, man. They're going to be crying.
God.
That's going to be a fearful day. Right? Read on, Doc.
It goes on to say, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Yep, go ahead.
Shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh be darkness, and not light?
That's right.
Even every dark, and no brightness in it.
Yep.
That's pretty much.
That's the point. Yeah. So the day of the Lord is terror, man. Matthew 10 and what 34.
Get that?
Think now. You can if you want to. You know. And then we'll jump back to that Revelation, finish that off, and then we're going to go to Ezekiel 38.
It's Matthew 10 and verse 34.
That's right.
This is red letter Yahweh Shai speaking. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Go ahead, break it down.
God, so Yahweh Shai, the spirit of Yahweh Shai is not coming back for peace, man. Look at the state of the world. Do you think that this world, you know, truly is going to be, you know, welcome to Yahweh Shai? You think Yahweh Shai wants to welcome them to his ushering into the kingdom? No. Yahweh Shai is going to bring a sword because of all the wicked deeds and atrocities that this society promotes, man. This place deserves no peace.
Yeah.
This place deserves destruction.
Yep.
Because of everything that it promotes, everything that it allows, and ultimately, because they don't fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man.
God.
How can you expect to be welcomed into the kingdom and not be destroyed, and you don't even consider your ways, man?
Yep.
This society is through it, and it has to be destroyed, man.
Yeah, I got something on that real quick before you go back, just to add on to what you said.
God.
This is Psalm chapter 7, verse 9 through 11. All right? This is Psalms chapter 7, verse 9. It says, "Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end."
God.
Right? That's the spirit we in, man. We asking the Lord to let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, man.
God.
And we damn sure close, man. Right? "Oh, let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just." Right? Who is the just? The righteous, the elect. And he's going to establish them. Right? "For the righteousness of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai triumph the hearts and reigns." Verse 10. My defense is of God, which saveth the upright in heart." Right? Those that be upright in spirit. Right? That are walking the righteous walk. That are keeping the law, statutes, commandments to the best ability. That truly fear the Lord. Right? It says, "My defense is of God, which saveth the upright in heart." Verse 11, the point. It says, "Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is angry with the wicked every day." Right? So there ain't no peace coming to this place, man. Right. Like the brother said, man, this society perpetuates all manners of wickedness, man. Right? So it's destruction. It has to come, man. Right? So let's go back to that,
Back in Revelations.
Yeah, we're going to read to the end of that chapter.
God. This is Revelations.
Start at 11 again and read down.
God. Revelations 20 and 11. "And I saw a great white throne, and him that sat on it.
That's right.
From whose face the earth and heaven fled away,
Mm-hmm.
and there was found no place for them."
Yep. So the heathen ain't gonna rule no more. We are at the climax, right, of the last rule of the heathen on the earth, man, which is Esau. Right? The scriptures tell you that every kingdom had a rise and a fall, pursuant to Acts the 17th chapter. Let me get that real quick too. Let me get it real quick. Right? Because the scriptures say that what? That Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he ruleth in the kingdom of men.
God.
Right? He's the one that establishes and sets up kings and takes them down, man. Right? This is Acts 17. Let me get that point real quick before we finish it out. Right? Acts 17 and verse 26. It says, "And have made of one blood all nations of men, for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and have determined the times before appointed, in the bounds of their habitation," man. All right? So all kingdoms on the planet Earth had a rise and they had a fall, man. And we're in the fall of what? This beast, right? This Babylonian empire, man. Right? So let's go back, huh?
Back in Revelations 20, verse 12.
That's right.
"And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and the books were open."
And the books were open, man. Right? Which represents the your records, man. The deeds on how you lived on the earth.
God.
Right? All your deeds have been recorded. Right? Read on. Because the scriptures tell you in was it Second Corinthians, the 5th chapter, I believe, that we all got to stand before Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you know, stand before the judgment seat, man.
God.
Right? We all, Elder Manasseh Zatbah did a lesson, I believe, last night About what? Preparing yourself to meet the Lord, man. You know? Go ahead.
And another book was opened, which is the book of life.
Yeah, which is the book of life, and Lord willing, we written in it. Right? Read on.
And the dead were judged out of those things which were written in the books, according to their works.
According to their works, according to their deeds. Read on.
Verse 13. And the sea gave up the dead which were in it, and death and hell delivered up the dead which were in them.
Mm-hmm.
And they were judged every man according to their works.
Read on.
And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire.
Death and hell, right? Death and hell were cast into the lake of fire, showing you that's representative of this place, man.
God.
This place is literally death and hell on earth, man.
God.
Right? Death and hell were cast into the lake of fire, showing you there's not no pit. When you die, you go and get tortured in the middle of the earth,
God.
right? With a pitchfork by Satan and his demons, man.
God.
Right? That's talking about this place, America, man. Death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. Right? Go ahead.
This is the second death.
This is the second death. Right? Nuclear destruction. What was the first death? The flood. Right? The second death is going to be what? A flood of fire, man. Right? Read on.
And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
And whosoever was not found in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire, meaning the Lord is going to leave you here ultimately to get melted, pursuing the Revelation, the 14th chapter. Especially those that
take that
take that charagma, man.
God.
You're going to experience that second death.
That's a guaranteed. That's a guaranteed destruction.
Yeah.
You know, you might as well just count your days.
Right.
At that point, if you take that mark, you know.
Yep. Let me get that real quick before we go to that Ezekiel 38. Right. Just want to get this real quick. Right. This is matter of fact, go to Revelation 13,
God.
And start at 6, and we'll read down to 16. You know, since we were talking about the Quran, might as well bring it out.
God. This is Revelation 13 and 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
Yeah, and that's what he did. Going back to what? Iconoclasm, right? Roman Catholic Church pushing all these false images, right? He blasphemed against the Lord, the saints, the angels, got them up as crackers, you know.
Right.
He continues to blaspheme the Lord and his people to this day.
God.
Right? Read on.
Verse 7, and it was given unto him to make war with the saints.
Yep.
And to overcome them.
Yeah, Jake went into slavery in America.
And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations.
Read on.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world.
Right. See, so that's 2/3 in these heathen, right? They're going to worship this beast, right? Whose names were not found in the book of life. So going back to what we were speaking on earlier, right? When they fully try to implement the system, 2/3 of our people are going to submit.
God.
Right? They're going to bow the knee to Baal. Right?
God. And it also said of the Lamb. So the ones that were predestinated for salvation, they were of Yahweh Shai. You know?
Yep.
Continuing on. Oh, it says from the foundation of the earth too. If verse 9, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Oh my God.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
That's right.
Here is the patience in the faith of the saints.
Here is the patience in the faith of the saints, man. Right? That's what you call retribution.
God.
Payback. Right? This is what the saints is waiting for. Right? Read on.
Verse 11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns, like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
Right. Because Esau, he plays both sides, right? You know, like the brother said, no matter if it's you know, the Republicans, the Democrats, conservatives, all right, they're both 2 wings on the same bird, like the brother said, man. Esau is he plays both sides, right? And we're in a time of what? Those draconian laws, man. Because they already been telling you, I read an article today, how they were telling you that pretty much the demic, right? The demic is not over, right? Even Bill Gates said that, man. That another one is coming, right? So basically, don't get too excited. Don't get too relaxed. You know, read on.
Verse 12, and he exercised all the power of the first beast.
Yep, the Roman Empire.
Before him, and causeth the earth and them that which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
Right, whose deadly wound was healed, going back into to the Renaissance period, man. Right? We're in the time of Rome 2.0. Right? And he exercises the power of the first beast because all the customs of America go back to Rome, man. You know, the Senate, the different cabinets and whatnot. You know, even the infrastructure. You know, the so-called justice system, all of that. These are all the customs of the ancient Roman Empire, man.
The various buildings.
Yep.
The way how they build their monuments and their obelisks.
Yep.
And things of that nature. You know. Continuing on. Verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
Yeah, going back to Esau's technology, man. Right? Going back to the atomic bomb. Right? He has the ability to make fire come down from heaven. Those missiles, man. Right? He got satellites that are equipped with lasers and all of that. But ultimately, that was the power that the Lord gave unto him, man. To make fire come down from heaven. Go ahead.
Verse 14, it deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
Yeah. And not only through his technology is he deceiving people, but also through his media. Right? Because we're in a time of what? Very heavy propaganda is being propagated throughout the media right now, man. All this conditioning people to see basically as Russia is the threat, the enemy, you know? It's all Russia's fault. To give the people the excuse to what? To go to war. Which is all happening.
Because every time throughout history, whenever world wars occurred, what you had at first the politics. But the key for the world war to be accepted in the country was when the people backed it. You know, when they were like in agreement with the country, where the government could go ahead and do what they needed to do.
Yep.
When they felt like what's the lady with the doing the strong arm.
I forgot.
You know, that type of conditioning. Hey, expect to see that around.
Yeah.
You know, because ultimately, what's going to happen? They're gonna do that draft. They're gonna propagate. They're gonna do a bunch of media tactics and things of that nature to get people to submit to what's gonna come.
To buy in.
Continuing on. Back in verse 14, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live.
Yep.
And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast.
The image of the beast going back to his system, right? That system, and what we see now is what this it's called a technocracy, man. Right? This whole system of transhumanism, man. Merging man with machine. Right? A digitalized society. Basically a digital enslavement, as we read earlier. This is all the snare that's being set up by the elites. Right? Which is pushing forth into this great reset, as they call it. Right? Read on.
That the image of the beast should both speak and cause them as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be killed.
Right. So the image of the beast is speaking. We were speaking on that a time ago, man. Right? All these things have come to fruition. Right? They're ready to enact and push forth their new agenda. Right? Read on.
Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Right? He causes all. Right? And when you go into that word causeth, that word causeth goes back to mandate, man. Right? To put into law and legislation. Right? And that's what they're going to do. That's why, as earlier, we was going into the economy and what's getting ready to happen. Because once they get rid of the dollar, hey, this is it right here, man. Right? the device that goes under the skin. Right? He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, to receive that M-A-R-K. Read on, or read it again.
Verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, that's the charagma, man. All right, the incision under the skin, man. Right? It's not a white woman. It's not Jesus Christ. Right? It's not your debit credit card. It's not your cell phone. Right? For all them clowns out there, man. Right? It's an actual piece of technology that's going to be inserted under the skin. Right? Read on.
Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
That's the key. That no man might not buy or sell unless he has that mark, man. Showing you that it's going to be you're not going to be able to purchase goods, buy groceries, none of that, man. No financial transactions unless you have this thing, man. Showing you that that's going to be that's going to be a part of the new digital monetary system, man. That no man may buy or sell. Right? How are you not going to be able to buy and sell with Christianity or white man Jesus? Right? Or white woman, whatever they say, you know? Come on, man. Right? That was it, right?
Or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Ezekiel 38, man. Just wrap it up. You know?
This is Ezekiel 38 and 1.
Right, because, hey, Babylon is agitating the bear, man. Riling the bear up. Go ahead.
Ezekiel 38 and 1. And the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him.
Right, right, because, don't forget, these Russians, they Edomites too. Right? Hey, we rooting for them because that's going to bring forth what? Salvation. Right? But the Lord said, prophesy against them, meaning these Russians, they going down too. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 3, and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal.
Yeah, this is the region of Russia, the surrounding regions of Russia, man. Right? Georgia and all of that, you know? Armenia and all of that, you know, those regions around, you know, Russia. Right? Because the Lord said, I am against thee. Right? They're going to fall too. Right? Remember, we said earlier that what? We're in the last rule of the heathen, man, which is the Edomites. Right? Because what you're seeing right now on the global scale is what? Esau versus Esau, man. Satan versus Satan. Right? Read on.
Verse 4, and I will put, Salakia, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws.
Right. It came out today that what? I believe it was today. Didn't Putin say that they wanted to transform Russia back to the Soviet Union? Right? That's on the books. Right? The Lord said that I should put hooks into their jaws. Right? So meaning that the Yahweh Shema Shai is making Russia a force, man. Right? And not only on top of that, Russia and China have made an alliance, man. And they said, Russia and China said that their alliance was likened unto a great mountain, man. Right?
I see that article. Putin wants to bring back the Soviet Union.
There you go.
And it says that their phone is loading too damn slow.
It's all good.
The headline reads, Putin wants to bring back the Soviet Union. We must not allow that to happen. Pretty much, it says this invasion was by no means inevitable. We in the Trump admin knew that it was Putin's aim to establish Russian dominance, influence over all the old Soviet bloc countries, including in Ukraine.
Yep.
We were able to keep an invasion like this one from occurring by establishing a model of deterrence, not just with a respect to Russia, but with anyone who threatened to harm or undermine our interests.
There you go.
But remember, when Biden was running for the election, what was the discussion that was being said globally? They told you. They told the people that if he was to be elected and win, what was going to happen? War. It was inevitable. Okay? Let me get back to Ezekiel.
Yep.
This is Ezekiel 38, verse 4 from the top. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. And I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields.
Right, because Russia has the high level technology, man, which they've been boasting about that over the past 10 years. Right? Go ahead.
All of them handling swords.
All of them handling swords, which ultimately is going to be them missiles, man. Right? That they said that are capable to reach this place less than, 15 minutes? Less than 30 minutes. Right? You got, there's a missile they got that can travel 21,000 miles per hour.
That shit fast.
How are you gonna knock that out? How are you gonna defend yourself against that, man? Right? That's that power that the Lord has given unto them. Right? Read on.
Verse 5, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them.
Mm-hmm.
All of them with shield and helmet.
Right, Persia, going back to what? The Iranians. Right? They should be a guard unto them, man. That's why you're seeing these alliances being formed, man. Everybody getting their team together, you know?
God.
Like, this is what's happening. Read on.
Bro, laugh.
Right.
Verse 6, Gomar and all his bands.
Yep.
The house of Tugarma, of the north quarters, and all his bands.
Yeah, there's all these alliances with these other nations, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That are ready to make war with the West. Read on.
And many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare for thyself, though thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them.
And be thou a guard unto them. Right? Because, hey, Russia is in league with Iran. And I remember the brother Itazawam in Atlanta, he said that, really, we're waiting on to see what Amalek is going to do, with Iran over there in the so-called Middle East. Because there's heavy tension there, too. There's heavy tension over there. There's heavy tension going on with China and Taiwan. And then the situation that's happening with Russia, Ukraine, and America, man. So, hey, man, this thing is about to take off, man. Right? Read on.
Verse.
Because scripture say what? That the least of the flock shall draw them out. Right?
Done.
Go ahead.
Verse 8. After many days thou shalt be visited. In the latter years thou shalt come into the land that is brought back from the sword.
Yep.
And is gathered out of many people.
Yep, the land of Israel. Go ahead.
Against the mountains of Israel, which have been always waste.
Yeah, which has been always waste, man, since really since what, 70 AD? Yeah. Right? Read on.
But it is brought forth out of the nations, and they shall dwell safely, all of them.
Read on.
Verse 9. Thou shalt ascend and come like a storm, and thou shalt be like a cloud to cover the land.
Right, thou should be like a cloud to cover the land, because Israel is going to pretty much get hit, man.
God.
War is going to break out over there as well. Right? They're going to get invaded. The missiles going to drop. God. Right? Read on.
And many people with thee.
Yep, many people with what's going on, my brother.
The management just sent us out here saying y'all can't do this out in the front because it's our property, and they don't want you guys doing that on the property. You guys are more than welcome to head over across the street.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're about to finish up anyway. So we all good. Yep.
So we good to finish up?
Well, what's finishing up? Is it an hour finishing up, or is it like 5 minutes finishing up?
About 5 minutes. Okay. I appreciate you, brother. Yep. Must be a Friday thing, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, it shall also come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind.
Yep.
And thou shalt think an evil thought.
Yeah, thou shalt think an evil thought, man. Which that evil thought is going to be what? Dropping missiles on this place, man.
God.
Right? The place being utterly destroyed. Read on.
Oops. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages.
What place is the land of unwalled villages? That's America, man. Right? This place is wide open for the taking.
God.
Right? No protection. Right? Even down in the borders of Mexico and all of that, where Trump had the border wall, right? All that stuff is scrapped. There's nothing but piles of metal down there right now, man. That whole wall is down, man. You can look it up. It's just scraps of metal, right? But the point I'm making is that this is the place of unwalled villages, right? Read on.
I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, and having neither bars nor gates.
Right, that's this place. All of them that dwell safely, man. Right? Dwelling safely, not a care in the world, man. basically oblivious of what's happening pertaining to prophecy.
God.
Right? Read on.
To take a spoil and to take a prey.
To take a spoil and to take a prey. That's the future of this place. Read on.
God. To turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited.
To turn thy hand on the desolate places that are now inhabited. Right? Speaking on Babylon. Read on.
Continuing on. And upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land.
Right. So that's the point, man. So pretty much, right, the prophecy is concrete. It's set in stone that this place is about to utterly fall, man.
God.
You know, you got anything else you want to add in there?
No, that's it, bro.
Well, that's it, man. Hey, you know, we pray that this live camp was edifying, man. All right, we'll be back out here tomorrow.
God.
That's it.
Same place.
Same place, right? But hey, we're going to close it out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Akakudash.
Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. And double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom.
Yeah, it's always a Friday.
Yeah, it's a Friday thing, man. It's all good, though.